fields, crops to harvest, seeds to sow. Fashaan Farming Show.
Det går bra nu. Där var vi. There we go. Welcome. Sound yes. Very good. Okay. Fuck it the fuck. You know what? It's amazingly, I've just been very unlucky. I've had a million people look at this and it's just been a series of weird stuff. I think we're good now, but there you go. Thank you. Grazie mille, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for bearing with me, ladies and gentlemen.
Macy 13 resubbed for 4 months.
Macy 13. Okie dokie. It's yeah. Bring it on. I need all the self-esteem I can get. Is it like in general a bit low for you guys? It feels a bit low in the speakers. Better if I do like this. Ja. Mic is low, music is good. Then I do a little bit like this.
Smiling face with
and we'll
hearts
see.
emoji.
Okay. And we even have the server up and running. I'm gonna fast forward because it shut down like it always does these days, which kind of sucks. I don't know why. I mean, these are all separate issues, but for some reason they don't want to be friends with me, so they stop the server and time doesn't pass. But what we are going to do is just like fast forward to November 27th, I guess, and just check out what's done and what's not done. If it's a lot of things. Was it October last time or was it November? Who knows? Either Chinchy knows or no one knows. So we're gonna have a look and we'll just see. It was November, right? Yeah, so I think that we're gonna head on over to December. Can we get any hints for this new show you're piloting? Well, I guess it's another golf show, but there's more to it than like the VGTV shows and the YouTube. So it's a bit like there's more meat to the bone there. So but we'll see.
For 15 months. He's back.
Trunder Mafia. Holy shit. Today it's really raining subscribers. And by the way, this subscription counter that we have is not good.
They're gonna know.
See? They don't count. I mean, if it gets annoying, then I'll turn it off. But for now, I kind of enjoy it. What were we talking about? We were talking about the new show. So it's a pilot, which means it's either gonna get picked up or it's not gonna get picked up. And we'll just have to wait and see. Okay. But there has been recordings and there has been songs made and it's a fun thing. Visst var han funky frask? Han är funky frask och that's true, Mabunke. That is true. Okay, I'll leave it on 27th because I don't want all of a sudden be in November. But I'm quite sure. I'm quite super sure that this is where we left off. The grass over there is not ripe for harvest. How about, see? Because we had We got rid of all the wool, so there's one pallet of wool, which means nothing is really done. I think that we're gonna skip. I'm asking you out there, are we skipping? Are we skipping? Are we skipping? I think that we are skipping to December. We might even have snow, and then a little bit of, I think there's our friend Snilloslin has some corn worth harvesting, and we have, yeah, we're skipping. Well, Trøndermafian approves. That is all I need to hear. Olivia. Grazie mille. Skibidi, skibidi, skip. Skip, skibidi, skibidi, skip. Grazie mille.
Zero Livia _ MC resubbed for 10 months.
Konnichiwa, Rainabra. Genki desu ka? Genki desu yo. Soroba fighting. Loud. Okay, one more, I guess. Boom. Super exciting. If it's raining, we're skipping one more. This is not a rainy stream. We don't do that. So yeah, it's been a busy couple of days, or a week actually. So unfortunately, I haven't been streaming. I've been to Spain, Barcelona. We had a gig there. It was awesome because the temperature was super dopey dope. We had a great hotel with a rooftop and a pool, and I got to sneak in some tanning. Not necessarily tanning, but just laying down, doing not the fuck by the pool. That was amazing. And the gig was fine, and Barcelona is a beautiful city. It's a beautiful city. Always loved Barcelona. It's really good. So we had a great time. When me hanging out with me band is always fun. Okay, it's Decembro, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like Norwegian summer. So Daniel Raniel. Poplars are nearly there.
Daniel resubbed for 15 months. Fashaan, how Diani?
Hey, Daniel, how are you doing? Okay, so what do we have here? We have grass ready to harvest, you know. Grass ready to harvest, and let me take Velvet for a ride, and we can just have a little bit of a status update. So, right, like that, and like that, and just like that, and just like that. And I've been doing some... Did I ever post the photos of me chopping down a tree with my chainsaw? How are you doing? Health is 100%. Reproduction 27. What does that mean? Like, has that been 0? Can this potentially give us another horse? Who knows? One pick, yeah. I did not, however, post the photo of sort of the downside. There's many downside of real life farming as opposed to this thing here. Like having to do chainsaw maintenance up in a tree. You know, it's very easy to press the one button and have a running chainsaw that is always sharp and fresh. So that kind of sucks, amongst other things. Getting rid of branches from the ground. Is this really still just... This is grass ready to harvest. Interesting. So he has actually grass that is alive. What more do we have? This is withered oilseed radish, right? Yeah. The branches don't disappear at all. They have to be dragged across multiple lawns up into a trailer and driven to whatever it's called. This has to be done right. Think that this is his. Think that this is his, man. Boom. Growing? Are you fucking kidding me? They need another month? That's insane. That's shin fine. So this is just prepped and ready to go. This is spinach, isn't it? Yeah, spinach growing. And the wheat growing. Okay, so he needs another month before we invite him over. That's fair enough. What is this? Ha! There's water from this thing? Does that mean we can drive by this with a tank and fill it up? That's interesting. Okay, so what more do we have? We have... This is Beyond the Boys Fields. I don't know about the train. I was thinking cows. I said train because I saw there was a hype train going. Probably dying. But man, we got to level 2, guys. That's pretty amazing. Look at the subscription counter. Started off at 31. I've had like 10 new subscribers. And it's at 32. Whereas in Twitch, what does it say? In the Twitch Sharuni, it says... It says... It says 51, which it also said before the two started. That's weird. I don't know. What's the point of counters if they don't count? So we can... Actually, the only thing we can do is cut this grass. I don't expect the barley to be ready. Might be though. We got a pling plong. Bari Kristoffer is raiding with a party of 18. Welcome to the party. Hurra, hurra. Utrolig hyggelig med raid fra Kristoffer. Jo fantastisk hyggelig da på en tirsdag å få et Kristoffer raid. Very, very appreciative of that. Thank you very much, my boy. We are playing a little bit of a farming simulator. And listening to European dance music. Viller Bertol. Kunne vært et italiensk navn. Ville Bertani. Also, the rice is already growing, but obviously is gonna need a wee bit more time. So maybe December was actually a bit boring. Does that mean that this thing finally withered? No, you know, these oats. I think we need to just... that's a beautiful picture. Velvet. Like that. Ooh, like that. Beautiful. Bare Kristoffer is now known as Kristoffer Reid. Kristoffer Reid. Hon's name is Velvet. And Velvet has been with us for a long time. Used to have another 9 or 8 friends, but we sold them to the slaughterhouse. That's life. Do we want to harvest some wheat? We haven't done that in a while. I kind of want to do that. Let's put Velvet back in our stable. Skoo. Ah. Den god, Stine. Den veldig god. Den en såkalt, som vi ikke har vært innom på en stund, men det en klassisk
Papa joke.
Jo en meget gyldig papa joke. Oi! Hus? Whose Traktorius is that? It feels like this is my doing. Martins Ødegård. Look at that. Etter Martin Lepperød sin. Så ivrig han. Det er sørgelig. Hva har de spilt i, Kristoffer? Hva er det de spiller? Jeg regner med det farming det også. Det er jo det, stort sett det folk spiller. Not my tractors and not my doing, obviously. Obviously. Okay, we are going to just do a quick check on the food here before we... Food is 4,000 liters. It's alright, and I think, as far as I remember, Velvet has plenty. Book. Schmuck. Skik. 5,009. Halalala, heris. Grazie mille.
23 resubbed for 15 months. Your digital potemini as per usual 07.
Grazie mille per la digitale portemonnaie. Muchas gracias. Sitter du og fisker i WoW Classic? Det er jo forbannet hyggelig. Her sitter du da. Kan jeg tippe? Jeg tipper du sitter i... Ikke Duskwood. Hva heter den som er bort mot Redwood? Er det heter? Når du går ned til Goldshire og så til venstre. Helt bort til det blir... Hva den heter? Lakeshire? Lenge siden. What happened to full screen? What do you mean? Play Rocket League and Forza mainly, rated because I'm a big fan of the Ylvis show. Well, grazie mille. I'm not a huge fan of Rocket League myself. Red Rock Mountains. Er ikke det? Jo, det er det. Not a fan of Rocket League because I suck at Rocket League. So that's why. Forza, det er bilspill, ikke det? Jo. Ja. Men det blir noe bilkjøring her også, så det skal gå fint, det. We were saying wheat, weren't we? And is that the big red Biggie ready? I think it is. I think it is. Oh. No. This one. This one for wheat or... No, this is for carrots, right? I think this is for carrots. This is the very annoying carrot machine. Redridge. Lakeshire, ja. Stonetell. Ja, det er for... det er for mye jeg ikke kan. Jeg har klart så vidt å holde styr på Azeroth. Alle det på Outland så begynte jeg å nå var det mye å tenke på samtidig. Og så har det jo bare ballet på seg. Noe så mye. This one, I think, if we can get a header. And where is that header? Where the fuck is that header? Is it? I feel like it's up by the... No, there was... Didn't I, like, throw one behind here somewhere? I feel like... Oh my god. I feel like this is 70% of this game, and probably farming for real. It's just like remembering where you put stuff. Nej, det är inget här ju. Det är inget här. Det är inget där. This is going great. This is going great. This is fantastic. No, I don't know. Vehículos. Big Bing. Is that the one for... This is actually the one for wheat, and it sits... Where does it sit? View on the map. Over there. This is up by... Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna have to go all the way up to Snilldalsli's place. I think that's the one we can use. It was fun with the stash tracker because we had like our first gig after starting to use stash tracker, and it was awesome because you get notifications whenever people pack their stash, and it's like Vegard changed the location of this and that. So I was like, I could monitor everyone's equipment, which is basically the case, you know. That's what it's supposed to do, but it's interesting to see that it works. And there are bugs, of course, which is why we're testing it before we sort of release it for real, even though it's out there. It's not really published yet, but yeah, it's fun. Yeah, no, he hasn't joined yet, and I've been a bit lazy. Haven't really... I met him and he was like, "Here, where's my invite?" So it's my fault. I haven't been very inclusive, but I'll definitely reach out to him. And actually, I kind of saved the field that I'm now about to harvest for him, but there are many fields. And he can just pick his own. So we'll see if this works now. Are we being a bit childish, not throwing it on the thing? No, we can drive like this. So I don't know how many liters this one carries, but I think it'll be sufficient for... It's not the biggest of fields. And is there a season 3 of Fashaan Golf coming? Love it. Well, thank you very much, Careface. The thing is that we did the first version of like the YouTube season. That is sort of a minus project where we sort of lose money for every episode we're making. Even though we get subscribers and we get some ads, but it's like it's slowly growing, so it could potentially be we don't need to make money, or you know, ideally we should make a little bit of money, but we can't like lose money every time we're out there with the camera and working our asses off. Even though it's fun, it's it needs to be sustainable in a way. So we have been looking for sponsors, and we are close to finalizing that so that we can do some episodes on YouTube. So the idea was to do winter episodes on VGTV and summer episodes on YouTube, because the winter episodes demand traveling, and traveling is pricey, so we can't do that on the ad revenue alone. So that's where we're at right now, trying to finalize a deal with someone that can help us make another maybe 10 episodes, or at least 5. We want to keep doing it. Jesus, do I really have to put it on the thing? I probably do. We'll leave this one here then. I hope it works. I mean, Bård, do you have any irrational fears? I do. I have the fear of roller coasters, which is really fascinating because it's literally my only fear, because I'm a tough ass. No, but I've been blessed with not having too many fears. But when I was 4 years old, my dad took me to a fair in Portugal, and he put me on a ride that he thought was like this sweet little carousel, and it started and it was like crazy. I don't have any memories of this. I do, but I think I fabricated the memories in hindsight after hearing the story a million times. My dad said it was so brutal to just like sit next to me, and I was absolutely panicking, and there was nothing he could do. And it like the ride, it was like the sort of a spider thing going upside down and spinning, and like so. And I've really been. Does this work? Yeah. It's really bugged me. Not that I want to do. I don't really need to do roller coasters and stuff, because it's always been kind of nice to be the one that can just like sit there and get some alone time and watch everyone's bags while people go up and down. I've never really had the urge, but now in later years, I think it's annoying to have a fear that is, as you say, irrational, something that you can't control. And I've been fascinated by it. And me and Vegard went a couple of times. We went to Gröna Lund in Sweden, and he was like, come on. He's always like, we should try. And I was like, okay, let's start with something like a tiny, not even like a roller coaster, just like a carousel that goes, do you know the thing with the wires where the seats are sort of the centrifugal force pushes you out and just like throws you around? So I did that one, and I literally like I start crying, not like out of fear, but it's just this weird feeling in my belly, and it feels awful, and I get like breathing issues, and then I sort of laugh because I think it's hilarious, but it's like it's a different part of me. It's very fascinating. I can't access it, and so I talked to like a what do you call it, like a hypnosis guy, and he was like, well, that didn't really work. It was just for fun. I thought it was interesting, but the hypnosis thing didn't work at all for me. Talked to a psychiatrist who said like it's only gradual exposure. That's the only way to get rid of it. So I was thinking about it, but it's time consuming. So I should actually just go do like baby rides. I did one when I think I was 12 or even older, and I did like this tiny little ladybug ride in Denmark, in Copenhagen, in the Tivoli there, and I just freaked out. And it was tiny kids, and it was me. I could barely fit in the thing. Like my legs were I just jammed myself in there, and the 3-year-olds were all screaming out of joy, and I was just like, so I think it's kind of funny, but it's so uncomfortable, really uncomfortable. So I think I'm gonna get rid of it, but it's I see the humor, and I think it's absolutely fascinating, but in a very uncomfortable way. And it's interesting because you know, like I don't know what you call them, the timber slides. I don't know what we call them. Tømmerland, whatever that's called, where you're on like a log and it goes down. That's perfectly fine. It's because then I sort of know it's just like force of nature. There's nothing unexpectedly happening. You know that you're on top, you're going to go gradually down, and there's a big drop at the end. So the log flume, is that what you call it? Okay, so I can do that, no worries at all. And I love when like helicopters are going fucking bananas and crazy and throwing myself out. So, and it's nothing with heights, anything like that. It's the feeling of being in something that you can all of a sudden just accelerate without you knowing it. So no zipline, all good, no heights, no, it's super irrational, and it's only tied to roller coasters and that exact mechanic. So it's strange. It's a lack of control, but at the same time, like when I'm in a chopper, because I'm always the one who's asking and I'm talking like stunt chopper acrobatics, I'm like pushing them to go as crazy as they can, which is also totally a lack of control and way more dangerous. But it sort of, I don't know, something about I love speed. I love anything that goes fast. Log flumes, zip lines, helicopters going bananas. It must be triggering like the kid in me who got like thrown back and forth, and then it stopped, but then it went off again. Like just as you're sort of, when you think you're safe, you're just like, it starts. Well, there's it's hard to make sense out of an irrational fear. So if I was a super narcissist, I could turn it into a TV show. Getting rid of my roller coaster fear would be interesting for me, but a boring watch. But I think it's good for me to have that, because in general, I could easily have been a guy who didn't like respect that kind of fear, because I don't have much of it elsewhere. And especially the fact that it's so irrational, it doesn't make any sense at all. But to know that your brain can sometimes just mess with you like that, that's a good experience to have. Does this even work? I feel like this is very specific. But if not, then how the hell? You know? Is this directional, this trailer thing? Does it have to come? I have like a feeling this ain't gonna work. What are your fears? Leave it down in the chat and let's talk about it. Hey, it's important to talk about stuff, and we are super tolerant in this stream. So, you know, I'm not gonna make fun of you unless it's a really stupid phobia. This is not gonna work at all. But then I wonder, what is gonna work? How do we transport this stupid thing? Fold header. I mean. But when you don't see the rod, like the rod was super hidden. Yeah, the irrational fear of war. That's such a... You're such a chicken shit. Okay. Come on, you can do it. There you go. Not a fan of the ocean or being in large bodies of water. Definitely have a case of thalassophobia. Yeah, I've heard about that. Well, there's something about, like, I've been diving and stuff, and I wouldn't say that I have the phobia at all. But I remember the first time I was like swimming out to one of those, I don't know what you call them, a thing you sort of floating out in the water and they anchor to the ground, to like the seabed. So I was just like swimming out. It was probably about like 100 meters, maybe a bit more, say 200 meters. So it was like, the idea was just to swim out there, go around and come back. The water was super clear. So when I came out there and I grabbed the thing, the floater, and I looked down, and it was just like, it's almost like a fear of heights, because all of a sudden you see this string go down into the abyss, and that was just like super scary. And I remember the first time I was diving as well, that when sort of the seabed just like drops into this black abyss, it's kind of scary. So I can respect the fear of the ocean. Oh, come on. What if we do like this? Basking shark is my worst nightmare. Well, it's hardly a fear. It's just like being sane. It's more like Steve Irwin to not be scared of sharks, and that didn't turn out well, did it now? Oh, we should probably... Oh, I fold it. Yeah, see how that was like not super intuitive, the way that rod just like boom, like that appears out of nowhere. Oh, so it's sort of stuffed underneath there. Yeah, well, okay. So we can lower that shit, and hopefully this works with wheat. You first need to unfold the harvester, of course. Scoot. Pipe ut. We don't need to pipe. We're not piping. What do you think? Yep. Yeah. Oh, does it? Straw swath! Finally, the straw swath we have been waiting for so that we can make the TMR. Is it indeed straw swathing, or is it just like... Huh? Enable straw swath. Did... Oh. Comma. Come on. There you go. There you go. That is a double whammy. Oh, it's been a while. Look at this. This is beautiful. No! I missed the spot. The school bus is stopped because I have a rice harvester with its pipe out over the fence, I think. Because that's how I did it last time when I harvested rice, so I can go there and pipe in and let the traffic pass, but then again, it's not real human beings. This house is kind of cool. Bård, what is your favorite trassis smak? Obviously not the pink one. Nobody likes the strawberry best. There's always the, you know, the chocolate is good, but the fact that vanilla, I feel like when you grow up, vanilla is sort of presented as a neutral taste. Like vanilla is just ice cream without taste. You add chocolate to vanilla and you get chocolate, right? But vanilla is its own taste. Like a really good vanilla ice cream is very fucking good. But holy shit. So I think that I think I'm gonna go vanilla in the terraces. But the concept of having all three and make yourself a good old banana splitter. Hook. Lemon flavored. I mean, lemon is God's gift to the mouth. Lemon in everything is good. Pouring water, drops of lemon, boom, super drink. So, but yeah, but also like a good, I mean, it's more about the quality of the ice cream than the flavor really, because if you get like a premium ice cream brand and their premium ice cream, you can do all sorts of flavors, except coffee, of course. That I hate. Just saw a truck hit a dude on a scooter. Holy schmuck. Just another Tuesday in Americas. When we went to Morocco to shoot the VGTV episodes, we were there for 6 days, I think, and we saw 4 accidents happen, like just in front of our eyes. It was crazy. The traffic there was crazy, and people were driving like 4. I have a video, a clip of a guy, a father with 3 kids on his scooter, No one has a helmet. They're just like, and you're just like driving in between cars and not giving a fuck. And we actually saw 4 accidents, not that had happened, we saw them crash. Jesus Christ. It's the one thing I sort of regretted, or not really, but always when I go somewhere, I do rental cars, because it's just like it's a way better way to experience any city. It's flexible, and you know, especially if you're, yeah, whatever. But it's scary in places like that, because the traffic is so, you can so easily just find yourself in a super accident, and then you're like stuck with all the paperwork and the dead bodies secondary. So I don't think that's worth it. I think if I'm going back to Marrakesh, probably just gonna, I don't know, find an Uber dude and ask him what he, I think you need to have a guy, especially when you're doing golf, so you have a lot of equipment. You don't have to do the fighting every time with why you book this car is very small, you have so many bags. Yeah, but we asked for the big car. I don't know, it's on the app. I just get on my app, it goes boom, why you're here, now you have to pay. I should visit again. Yeah, I suppose. I feel like the realism of this game when it comes to pricing of these agriculture products, namely the ones that you sell, it kind of takes away the joy, partly for, I assume, a lot of people, because it's just so hard to, you sit here for hours and you harvest and you buy equipment and you do and now how much do you think that we'll get for this? We've got almost 10,000 liters of oat. I don't know, it's probably gonna be like 5,000 or 4,000 or something, and that does not feel super rewarding. 11k, you think? Well, put on the guesses. Gung gung gung. The guessing game is up. Is that it? I think we got it all. No, just a little bit of stubble right there. He used to be a radio host. Now he is streaming farming simulator for a living. People joining in the chat here, and they're guessing how much we will get for 9,800 liters of oat. Used to be a streamer. We got 11k, we got 9.3k, we got 5,300, we got 7k, 8k, 8.1k, 9.4k, 6,328, 7.5k, farming like fuck. I see. That's true, Marken. We are farming like fuck. And now we're gonna sell this fuck. So I am going to just sell it at the farmer's market, I think. Don't want to look up prices because that's gonna ruin everything. And the guessing game is on. Rainer Bra is in here with a 3.14159 Okay, into mathematics this guy. With a lot of digits of the wonderful number pi. If you haven't heard about pi, go check it out. This is a really amazing number. Jalasop, welcome to the stream. We have been missing you. I used to be a radio host, but tonight I have been harvesting some oats, and now we're trying to sell 9.8 thousand liters of oat, and the guessing game is on. How much are we gonna get? And do we have time to get the Jalasop's vote as well? I think the closest one is going to get a super special gift today. What kind of gift do we want to give the winner of this mega super fantastic quiz here on this Fashaan channel, where you can watch farming streaming all day long, and it's brought to you by Fellowship, of course, your favorite go-to place for anything on and off the field. Equipment, tractors, oil, lubrication, caps, and awesome looking workwear. If you are tough, you can even buy a buff. I am going to give away a very super special treat from the good old days. How about a signatured Rumor Says single? Found this one in some drawers. It has the magnificent tracks Rumor Says, a remake of Jan Eggum's super track. It has 3 remixes: Millennium Party 2000 mix, Stena Line Entertainment edit, and Samphir Emotional dub mix. I haven't listened to this in 5,000 years. This is from the year, I don't know, from the year 2001. It's 24 years old, this 25 years old actually. So this one is what we're fighting for today. I'm gonna signature it with a signature pen. Of course, Chinchi knows all about the mixes already. There's a fun fact about this. I remember when we released this, we got it back from the label, which wasn't really a label, but just a production company, and I saw that there wasn't a barcode on it, and that always felt like a bit shitty to me. It didn't feel like a proper release. It was just like a production, but it wouldn't sell in record stores. So I felt like, I'm never gonna be able ever to get like a proper CD out there, will I? Well, apparently that all changed. Am I right? So maybe these are also coming along your way. For those of you still in the CD world, I'm very much in the CD world with my Mustang that only has CDs, but I'm not listening to my own music. So they're up for grabs. Okay. Anyone to enter the competition will have to do so now, as we are approaching the farmers market and selling these 9,842 liters of oat. Maybe we have to pipe out. Ooh. Someone else's problem. Some other day. We got 5.5, we got 5.3. Feels like this is gonna be a hard pipe, as they say. But we will see. Maybe if we do it diagonally. Diagonal alley. Like this. Alright, all bets are in. Cling, 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 cling. Alright. Bruker du spaker, ratt eller pedal? That's everything above that is part of the thing. And we are looking at 10.6, ladies and gentlemen. 10.6, 10.6, 10.6, everybody. And okay. Let me scroll a bit. 10.6. 11.7. 11. Real guess 27. Yellows up. You should be ashamed of yourself. 12. 7.5. 9.4. We got 11. We got 11 flat. I think 11 is probably the closest one. Is it? Is this one the closest one? Young Taula, because it was 10.6, right? So the other way would be 11.4. We got 11.7. We got 11 once again from Young Taula. Was 11. I think it's gonna be Monsieur Young Taula. Young Taula, it is. Congratulations. Fantastic. Oh my god, I cannot believe it. I literally cannot believe it. That is amazing, and I congratulate to you with all my heart. And please pop by the Discord if you haven't already. You should get the address by our favorite mod right now in the chat. Go in there, say Halla, I'm Young Taula, and throw me a DM with your address, and I'll send you this bad boy. How do you want it signed? With a pen? And to whom? From whom? I'm not gonna bother calling my brother to have him sign it as well, because his signature is worthless piece of shit. Oh. My apologize. All right. Leave this one here for me to remember. But that wasn't all that bad. 10.6, that's not crazy bad. I mean, that's worth a bit. And look at us, we're already at 435,000, which is kind of cool. And we got now ourselves some straw swath. And I think, because now it was going to be a short and sweet one today, I was going to do from 9 till 11. Turned out I had to do technical maintenance for an hour. I kid you not. I was ready 8:45 today. Started firing up this shit and it went sideways. So yeah, I think maybe we'll call it a day right here. We'll pipe in. We'll park this monster. Is this mine, by the way? I think it is, yeah. So I should park it over at my place. I can drive it up to the thing to just check on my cows and whatnot. So next time we should collect the straw swath and we should actually try making some TMR, because we have really been talking about that for quite some time. Like that. Okay. Tomorrow I'm going golfing in the morning. I'm going to Larvik och spela lite golf med Jon Karev and my friend Gauteboy. That's gonna be nice. And then it's Thursday before you know it, and we're gonna do another session, straw swath, and maybe some TMR. Look at this place, huh, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't seen this, you're seeing it now. Fucking beautiful, with a cock cabin and cows and sawmill and everything. Huh? Shut the fuck up! Oi, oi, oi! So yeah, so it was a short and sweet one today. But that's fine every now and then, because we have things to do here as well. I think we have quite the... Oh, can we do that first? Because that's just really quick and easy money. Look at all of that. What's the biggest hanger we've got? Is it the red trailer? I think it is. What if we... That's the one that was backing up all on its own. This one we can pipe in just for a good measure. And this bad boy should start, and we should find the big hangar. Let me see where that is. The Krampe big body. The big boy body, where you at, brother? Boom, boom, boom. It's up by... Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. Let's go there. And let's just fill it up with wood chips and sell it, so that we can get some production. Sorry, it was a bit anticlimactic to end the stream and then not end it, but you know, when a guy sees a lot of wood chips, you know. I saw someone ask me about if I'm using steering wheel and pedals and whatnot. I'm not, because the desk that I'm sitting by is very tall. It's a regular desk, but when you mount it, I slightly lift my shoulders, and it ended up in me getting tinnitus. Oi, oi, oi. Sandoy.
Sandoy resubbed for 11 months. Where's my sub jingle?
It is right there. And tell you what, I am actually going to give you 2. No, I'm not. I thought I had it here. No. Piss, pass, pass. No. What the fuck? No. Didn't I have? Didn't I? There you go.
Grazie mille per la subscrizione.
Yes, sirree, so. Come on, Krampe, big boy. Big boy. Oh. So I had an idea once for a sort of a podcast interview thing with the Farming Sim, where I would interview famous people while doing some farming, and I wanted to build like 2 tiny tractors that you would sit inside in the same room, facing each other with like a screen each and steering wheels and all that. That could have been kind of fun, but I mean, there's too many projects. I just had to chill the fuck down, but it kind of would have been fun. Okay, we're doing this now. Refill the tap out. This is another good guessing game. Come on. Very weird selection process, but okay. This is probably like 20,000 liters. But I wonder, are wood chips priced differently? Because like when you're selling poplars, you turn them into wood chips. I felt like we made good money from that. Whereas when I do like this, it's like meh. So. 24,000 liters. That could be money. Hoi. Hoi. I just want to mention my sponsor real quick. Fellowship is anything that you need for your house or for your farm or for your friends or your family. Check out fellowship.no for great prices and fun products. That's a good one, Shinji. That should make the sponsors happy. That's a clip it and ship it right there. Arigatou gozaimasu. How do you say gesundheit, Soru? In Nihonjin. Nihongo. Ooh. Do I want to guess myself here? 24,000 liters of wood chip. I'm thinking... I remember when I was working as a bellboy on a hotel in Norway. I'd been told that we had like Asian groups, and I don't know if what the actual country was, but it was they were from an Asian country, and we were told that don't be put off by burping because it's not as impolite as it is in Norway. And I was like, yeah, whatever, dude. And then I met this in the morning. On the morning round, we were told to always say good morning to the guests. And so I said good morning to a tiny old woman. And as I said good morning, she just went in my face. And it was hilarious. It was the Piss On Hotel. I didn't know I told you about that. Oh my god. Okay. What are we thinking? I'm actually thinking I'm doubling down on the 10,000 because 24k, so maybe it's close to 10.6. I'm stealing not 11, but I'm doing 10.6 for this one. Could be anything really. I had a feeling like it was almost 50 per. Yeah, 10.6. There you go. What the? 20k? Shit. That is amazing. That was 20 easy. Wowsy. Wowsy, wowsy. I mean, don't really have anything. This was a more informal competition, but if I guess Jotsku was closest with his 15k. 10.6. Yeah. That's yours, Jotsku. You're getting a honk. That's all you're gonna get. Okay. I'm gonna park it back up and then we're done. And then we're done. And then I'm gonna ask you guys, what do you feel? How do you feel about me releasing a song on May 15th? I think I might do that. I made a little song. I want to make some cooler music. So I want to sing about drugs. I haven't been good at singing about drugs, so I'm in the middle of tracking some drug music. I think that's kind of cool. I don't do drugs, but yeah. So we'll see. I'm trying to drop it by May 15th. Just letting you know before anyone else. Don't tell anyone. Keep it on the stream. Maybe I can even give you a pre-listen without telling anyone. That wasn't good. Comme si. Så des ne. Så des. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure as always. Thank you for watching stream. I will be back on Thursday. Please join the Discord if you want to get updates on when we stream and when we don't stream. Most often when we don't stream. All right? Have I driven a tractor in real life? Yes, I have. Will I do it again? I think so. Thanks to my kind sponsor, Mr. Fellowship. I think we have some fun things coming up this spring. Just telling you. All right, but for now, it's been awesome. See you around, and I'll leave you with a little bit of Pep Le Champagne at minus 10 dB going live in 3, 2, 1. Sayonara.